Hello students, today I'm going to discuss with you about how to make a home page in Visual Studio Code Editor. It's a very common question which arises is that we are using ready-made templates, but when it comes to coding, okay, or making a home page from scratch, okay, how to do it. So I'm preparing a video. This video will be divided into two parts. Today is part one of the video, which will talk about something like this screen to be made. You can see this is the home page which is being made, which comprises of a background image. It is having menus, and the menus are having sub menus, and in this sub menus there are further sub menus have been added. So student will I'll explain you from scratch, okay, how to develop the home page by which will have menus and sub menus in Visual Studio Code Editor. Okay, so I'm on my Visual Studio Code Editor, and here I will create a new file. I'll name it as say menu demo.html file. Okay, and let's start with an HTML code. The HTML code will have head tag, a title say my home page, and then there would be a body tag. The body tag is the tag which covers the browser white screen, and here I'm going to add a create an unordered list. I will the unordered list UL stand for unordered list, and I will add some list here. Say one list would be home, another li tag which will say comprise of about us, another li tag say services, li tag. You can copy and paste also these tags and then rename them. Services, say clients, okay, and say investors, okay, pricing. So this I'm preparing some menus or some list here, pricing, and say training. Okay, there's a company which offers okay into servicing of online services, and say one more last one I will use it as a contact us. Okay, now when I'll save this file, okay, and though I can preview it in a browser, but still I'm not going to use a preview here. Okay, better like because so that I can show you the complete screen how it looks like. So for that I'm going to preview every time in a proper browser itself. Okay, so I've used the list tag, and the various lists are appearing up here. Okay, now student, let's proceed ahead. Go back to the editor, and now let's add some styling to this list. Okay, and for that let me add up say I'll give a style, say menu style, a CSS file, menu style.css. Okay, I start with the CSS with an asterisk sign. Asterisk indicates something which is applicable, the styling is applicable to all the content of the page, and say I'm specifying a padding of 0 and a margin of 0. So let's see what difference it makes when I add a CSS style. So this is a menu style.css file. This I need to link with my menu demo.html file to see the difference. And how we link it is that there's an external linking to be done. So we write link relative is equal to style sheet, and href equal to menu style.css. Okay, and save your work. Now when I go in a browser and refresh my page, you can see that the padding is becomes 0 and the margin is also 0. So there's no is no spaces. The dots are not visible to us right now. Okay, so I've just done a basic alignment. Now let's proceed ahead to see more effective things. Okay, now I'm going to add, I've already selected a background image from Google. Okay, and the file name I've given is background.jpg. So this file I want to add as a background in my HTML code. Okay, so I will go back to my menu demo.html. So how to add it, students, is that we can do with take the help of CSS file to do the adding. In the body tag which is defined in HTML file, okay, I'll use the body tag and write background image a URL, and the file name which I want to add is background.jpeg. Okay, uh, let me save the work and show you how it looks. Is it looking proper? Okay, no, it is not looking proper, students. This background image is coming, but the my browser's width is okay bigger than the background image, so background image is occurring twice. Okay, so student, then we'll do more CSS styling so that it appears only one time, and for that, say I will add up here background, okay, hyphen size. Okay, so we define the size to the background. If I press the tab key, students, a colon would automatically appear and the list of choices will also appear. So I am specifying it with a list of choices. Say I'm specifying it with cover. Cover means like, okay, this background image will cover the complete screen. Okay, so I'll do a tab here, save the work and refresh the page. Okay, so now you can see that the image is not coming up twice, it's coming up only one time. And students, so as I'll type the commands and show you the output to know the effect of it. Okay, just to also, the text is not very visible, so I can change the font family of the text. Font family, say I'm defining it sans serif. Okay, and it could be like a bit of appearance would change now for this refresh. Okay, so bit becoming I've used it to a new font style. Okay, now student, but this is not, it is just appearing in a list format. Still we need in a menu format, so for that we'll go back to my HTML file, and now further stylings is to be done, and for that I am going to add a class. Okay, why a class, students? A class is something which is referred in the CSS file. So I'm going to add a class in the div tag, and this class in the div tag is covering the scope is how much to the complete UL tag, for this complete UL. So whatever I define in this class with the name menu underscore bar in my CSS file, that particular features would be applicable to this complete list which you can see here. Okay, so now I want to do styling to this list, so I go to my menu style.css file. Okay, and the class name which I've used is dot menu underscore bar. Okay, so I'll refer this. So whatever styling I do here, it will affect the complete list tag which you see. Okay, first I will add up a background. This background will give him a background color. Okay, so define it RGB. RGB stands for red, green and blue, and it takes number from 0 to 255. So I am specifying 0 means I don't need any thickness to the red, but probably I need thickness to the green, and blue also I don't need any thickness, so any color to it. So I add up a background, save the work, let's refresh and see. Okay, so you can see a background is appearing on my list. Okay, now student, then further for this, then I write text hyphen align tab. Okay, just you can write, sorry, hyphen is there, I wrote underscore, text hyphen align, and when the align comes, student, I'm pressing the tab key, so a dot would appear and also the various properties would be displayed to me. So I'm specifying with a tab key again, that is center. Now save your work, come back in the browser, refresh, you can see the text is coming on the center. Okay, so I'm trying to make the menus appear in a proper way. So these are the small steps which we are doing now, students. So the this is the title. Now if you see up here, I don't want it to be vertically aligned, but it should be horizontal. Okay, and what should be affected is that the each li tag should be affected. So we'll go back to the class, that is menu underscore bar, and this time we will tell that I want to modify the ul tag. ul tag comprises of our complete list. The ul tag is containing all our list inside it. So I'm talking about this ul tag now. Okay, and what I tell to this ul tag is that, okay, whatever I write here, it will affect all the list which is displayed inside it. I'm telling it a display. I want to change the display format. Okay, display, and it should be, there's an option with the name inline flex. Okay, inline means on a single line. Okay, and let's save your work and see how it appears. Right, inline flex, and when I refresh my page, okay, you can see now the menus are coming on a single line, but they're appearing with dots. They are appearing, it's not evenly spacing and all is been not been done. So let's go back and change the list. I don't want any styling now to it, so it is list style is to be none. Okay, so that the dots which were appearing from the list box, they disappear. And also changing the faux color of it, again with the tab you can specify with RGB, or also you can use hexadecimal format. Okay, say I'm specifying for one time hexadecimal format, we write with a hash sign. The first two numbers indicate what you want thickness for red, green and blue. Okay, it will give me a white in color, or otherwise student you can also specify, okay, some combination, that is okay, I can write color colon. Okay, you can specify from here, this also is fine, color colon white. So this is, I'm talking about the faux color now students. So now when I refresh my page, you can see the faux color changes to white. Okay, and the list style, the dots are not been visible now, but now we want to give spacing to it students. Now for giving spacing, now spacing should be affected for each list. Okay, so now what each list, the li tag, the home should be how much width. Okay, how much margin should be there. Okay, so now we'll talk about each. For talking about each list, I go back to my program and now I again specify dot menu bar ul, and now talking about each list which appears. Okay, and for him I for the each list, say I'm specifying a width of, say, okay, 100 pixels. Okay, width of 100 pixels. Okay, let's save and see how it looks. Save, refresh the page. Okay, so you can see some spacing is coming up now. Okay, to each li tag, because we have written for now talking about each li tag. Okay, each li tag should be having a width of 100 pixels. So it is okay, so it's giving up more space because the font is increasing. Okay, now we can further decorate it. Okay, there are many options for decoration student. I'm using some basics options here. Say I set a margins, okay, to be 15 pixel. Okay, and say so padding, what difference between a margin and a padding students. Okay, let's see the output to come to know. Save it up and then refresh your page. Okay, you can see now, okay, the padding means the overall width on from the left side, top, bottom. Okay, so it will give up, it is giving up a 15 pixels. A margin is from the left side. Okay, default margin what you want to keep, so I'm defining a 15 pixels here. So this looks a bit appropriate now. Also, so still we are working on the decoration of it, but still the list now which was previously is being changed into a sort of a menu which is added on the header section, on the top section of the page. Okay, now student, it is still there is no hyperlinks attached to it yet. Okay, so menus, of course, when we click on the menu options, another page should open. So let's add some hyperlinks to it. How we do it is that we go back to a program and we use anchor tag ahref. To which page to open, I'm not very, not knowing it yet, so I'll just keep it at a hash symbol for now. Okay, and then, okay, So now this I will copy, Control C. For I need hyperlinks for every text, so Control V every time. Okay, and this anchor tag will come at in the after the home tag. Okay, so here I'll have to cut and paste things a lot now. So anchor tag is here, and this anchor closing which came default needs to be removed. Okay, okay. So now when I save my file and see in the browser, you can see now there will be hyperlinks, and hyperlinks would be coming with a blue symbol, and there will be underscore sign also, okay, to attach to it. Okay, it doesn't give it about us, so we'll go to about us. Okay, yes, the closing I have not given, I didn't remove. So save and then refresh. Okay, so the hyperlinks are coming now, but the fore color and is not the fore color is not matching with the back color. So let me just add some more decorations to it. So again we can go back to our CSS file. Let's close the other files which are there. These files I don't need. I'm working on only on two files right now, which is menu demo.html, this one, and menu style.css. Student is simple. We do some part in HTML, we come to our CSS file to upgrade it, okay, step by step. So now we are dealing from the menu bar. The menu bar is that class which holds the complete menu. In that we are talking about the unordered list, and in each list tag, okay, what I want to change, I want to right now the tag in the each list tag I'm talking, we are discussing about the anchor, so we refer it with a symbol. Okay, what I want to change the anchor is that I want a text decoration to be none. So with this text decoration none, students, it will remove the uh, color, it will remove. Okay, let's see the output and see, check out. If you see text decoration none, so the underline has gone now. Okay, though the hyperlink feature remains, and I also want to change the fore color of it. So again I go back and write color colon. Okay, you can specify color, and we can specify a direct white color. Okay, so it could look better. Yes, okay. So students, we are getting some menus here now. See, now they each one are menus which are separated, okay, and we have the background image. So students, it's not a very difficult task to make. Okay, it's not that it step by step, if you do, it will be easy to complete. Now let's add some, do some more decorations to it, students. Now what I need is that say this menu is being created. Okay, now I need when the browser or when the mouse icon comes on a particular menu, we should come to know currently which one is active. Okay, which one is active, and by default, since we are the home page, we want to keep the home page as active. Okay, so it is something like a highlight should come here. If I'm on clients, so it should be a box which tell me right now I am on the clients tab. Investors, there should be a box coming up which tells me that I'm on the investors tab. Okay, so for doing that feature, students, I will go back. Okay, I'll go back to my program, and what feature I will add up here is, let me go to the HTML page now, and to the first one, okay, to the li tag. Okay, to the li tag, I will write here something like, say, in the li tag, class equal to active. I'll explain you what this feature does. This is the class which I am making. Okay, and so but I've not, I've only written for the only the first li tag, student, if you notice. This list is about the home page. Okay, so I written up here active. Now let me go back to my program, write here dot active. So I'm talking about this class, and what I want further, student, is that we'll write up for also about for the menu. Okay, so menu bar, for the menu bar. Okay, for the unordered list. Okay, and in the unordered list we have the list. And whenever, what happens, what if you want to write some event, when something should be displayed when something happens, say the mouse is moved, it then something should be displayed. It should not be by default. Then student, you have to indicate with a colon. And what type of event? Hover. Hover means when we move the mouse on the list, okay, that time I want something to happen. So that I can specify it up here. Okay, what I want to do is say background. Okay, background I will indicate with a color. Background. Okay, background. Okay, so now what I need is that, yes, when some hovering effect is there, background, and say RGB, say 0 comma 100 comma 0, some random color I'm picking up for RGB. Okay, and that's it. So let's see, save our work and refresh the page. Okay, and so students, I'm trying to add up here some color. Okay, and also defined as say border radius, say 30 pixels. Okay, and this probably this color is not coming up here, so I'll change it to uh, green. I'll increase. Let's just check 255. Okay, save the file and refresh the page. Okay, if it's, so you can see some color change, and by default this is because of the active. Okay, and active is a state wherein it is always to be displayed with so and so color. Okay, if you feel this color is very thick, we'll change the green part to lessen down and different. So we can, student, we can just play around. Yes, this looks better. So see, now when I hover on the other links here, at that time this action would take place. So what I want is that, okay, I want a background color to be, background color of that particular list to change. Okay, and border radius, border radius means what? You can see the edges. If I give a lesser radius of say 3, and you can see it will be it will be more of a rectangular shape which will come up. Okay, a rectangular shape sort of thing it will come up. So I'm specifying a more of, I'm changing it to a different one. Okay, student, so now, yes, so it looks a bit better. So student, now we have discussed with the hover event, we are talking about how to work with HTML and a CSS files. Okay, now student, let's add some, let's proceed ahead and let's add some icons to it. Now icons, student, there is a website from where we can download icons. Okay, and just a minute, students. Okay, wait, just forgot the name of the website. And just check for my another file. Index 3. Okay, yes, it is called as Font Awesome. Font Awesome, and we write CDN. Okay, when, so the first link which appears, just click on that link. Okay, and from here, students, you'll get one CSS file. But to accept the CSS file, first I'll make some space here. So I'll go back to my file, that is minodemo.html, and now I'm going to add an external CSS file. So I'll paste one more link this time and remove the menu style.my CSS file from here. Okay, and students, I'm going to refer this Font Awesome website, this CSS file. You can click here so that this CSS link would be copied, and I'll paste it here. Okay, student, why I'm doing this is that this CSS file offers me, from this CSS file I can get plenty of icons. Okay, and which particular icons you want, because there are thousands of icons there. So we again go back to Google, and in Google we can type Font Awesome icons. Okay, now when I, the first link which appears, I will click on that link. Okay, so you can see this website offers me plenty of icons. Okay, So whatever icon, say I want to search for an home page icon, so click here, so it will give me this home page icon. So how home shape would come, okay, bed, okay, some hotel, so H sign comes. So student, we don't have to make anything. I'll show you how to use it. You select the home icon, okay, and there would be a default icon class which will come. Just copy this one line, Control C, go back to your code, and student, next to the home page, okay, you can paste this and remove the area hyphen hidden part, okay. So if I just save my work, so these details are coming from the CSS file, students. So we have linked, it's actually a class being created with the name FA, and then that icon name given is FA hyphen home, okay. So now when I refresh my page, I go back to my page, I refresh my page, you can see an home icon coming up next to my, okay, home text. Same way, students, I will copy and paste for the other because I need other icons also. So we go to about us, services, though the FA hyphen home would be the same. Actually, I have already done the research of different links, which icons which we can get, okay. You can also search depending upon your purpose, depending upon your website which you are making, okay. And see, for FA underscore about, for about us, we have an icon with this with the name FA hyphen user, okay. For services we have FA hyphen clone, okay. And say for clients we have FA hyphen users, okay. For investors there's FA hyphen angel list. For pricing we have FA hyphen INR. For training we have FA hyphen edit, and for contact us we have FA hyphen phone. So now when I save my work, okay, and when I see on my refresh my page, you can see icons would appear for all the menus here, okay. So different icons are coming. For about us is different, for services, for client, for investors, for pricing, for training, and for contact us. But there is but I need, there should be a space between my text and the icon. So students, this also can be done through my CSS file. So go back to my CSS file, and say I'm adding it up here, okay. In the menu bar we have this FA is a class, okay, which we have just added, okay. And FA indicates for the each icons which are coming. So we need a margin, make it a right margin right towards, okay, 8 pixels, say I'm giving. So I'm setting a new margin to it, which is from the right 8 pixels. So now when I refresh my page, friends, you can see a bit of a gap coming up between the text and the icons, okay. So student, this is the part 1 of the video, okay, which is how to make images, how to make icons, how to make menus, okay, and how to add background color, a background image, sorry. And in the part 2 of the tutorial, I'll discuss with you about how to add sub menus, okay. So please give a try to this.